Hello everyone, I am back with another video. Excuse my throat. I didn't mean to spook you like that, considering it's the holidays. Um, Firstly, I'd like to thank you all for always joining in to the videos recently. Because in a few days, I'm about to turn 20 years old on Friday, December 16th. So I might as well give you all a little present from me to you, from you to me. Something in that vein. I'm not sure what I said there. But today, we're going to be doing my entire collection of Pixar films on Blu-ray. Now, a little history behind it. Blu-ray, it was by Sony. It has more storage on it, scratch resistant, um, HD video. You know the entirety. The whole bread and butter. And once Blu-ray came in, Pixar jumped right on the bandwagon after they released Cars. Well, I'll talk about that more once we get to it. But ever since, they pretty much took more of their sights and resources on the Blu-ray than DVD. I mean, they add sometimes a few things, but after The Incredibles, they stuck with Blu-ray with the big bonus features and stuff. And as a result, while the DVDs somewhat flunked, the Blu-ray soared. So that night, kind of ran out of ideas to put in new video ideas. So hopes that this will make you all entertained somehow. We are going in order in terms of official like release order of the films. So of course we're gonna start with Toy Story. Well, we might as well do all four films here. Um, this is the Toy Story 4 movie collection Blu-ray DVD set. Um, this is a massive set. Firstly, the original Toy Story came out back in 1995. The Blu-ray will later come out in March of 2010, alongside Toy Story 2 on Blu-ray. This was to help with the release of Toy Story 3, and Toy Story 3, I believe, came out later in November of 2010 on Blu-ray, and then Toy Story 4 came out around 2019, I believe, 2020. This set right here came out in 2021, so a whole year ago. Crazy enough. But yeah, this contains all four of the films on both Blu-ray and DVD, alongside the bonus discs for Toy Story 3 and 4. So this is an absolute monster of a set. It came in this thick Blu-ray case. Only a few releases come with these like bigger cases. Mostly TV show releases. Also, want to take note is the first two movies. They're on single disc discs. Now, I guess because of the fact that they from all the bonus features we've gotten in previous releases, the 10th anniversary edition of Toy Story, 2 disc set of Toy Story 2, the Ultimate Toy Box, the laser disc of Toy Story. They might as well just fit them into one disc. I mean, whole Blu-ray can fit up to at least 50 gigabytes. So, either way, they're still wonderful Blu-rays. Not to mention they look wonderful on Blu-ray, the movies. It is definitely noticeable that these are old movies, especially with Toy Story here, where in some scenes you can definitely notice that the textures are very pixelated. Um, Especially on Rex on some shots. Toy Story 2 definitely isn't near as bad, but it's still noticeable. Anyway, then we get Toy Story 3. This and Toy Story 4 contains both their 2 discs, their feature disc and their bonus material disc, which is great. And then the DVDs are their special edition sets from 2010 for Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, and Toy Story 3, and then Toy Story 4. All of them with full artwork. That's another thing about Pixar releases too. All their Blu-rays and DVDs always have full color artwork. I recommend you get this if you want to have all the movies in one set. The separate releases aren't bad either. There are like single disc Blu-ray releases out there, so I recommend you get those too if you just want them separate. But if you want them in one box, go for this. I got this one for only like $26, so secondhand shops and all that. Our next one, we jump to 2001 with Monsters Inc. This first came out. Its Blu-ray came out November 10th, 2009. I believe it was to help advertise the upcoming release of the Blu-ray release of Up, which makes sense as both films are directed by Pete Docter. Now this one is somewhat not as useful considering the movie would get a reprint in 2013 where that contained its 3D re-release, which that one contains a 7.1 surround sound, whereas the 2009 print I have here contains a um 5.1 home theater mix according to Pete Doctor. But either way, the movie looks wonderful on Blu-ray. Plus, this original release contains its original version, the Walt Disney Pictures castle and all, because with the 2013 reprint that contained the CGI castle. Now, as what's on here, it's pretty much the same as its original DVD. Everything that was from that 2 disc set was brought over here, but the new stuff is right on here too. Plus, it contains my new card for the birds, and they look wonderful in Blu-ray as well. This is definitely a set you should get. Here's disc 1, disc 2, and the DVD. Originally, it would have came with its original DVD, which mine probably would. When I got in much better condition of the 2 disc set, I wouldn't put the single disc in this set. So, that way, it can be complete. But yeah. What's notable too is that the 2013 Blu-ray also comes with the Toy Story Toon Short Partysaurus Rex. That released, that I believe released in 2013, not only for Monsters University, but it was also not long after its theatrical re-release in Disney Digital 3D. In that version, there was an Ultimate Collector's Edition that came with a Blu-ray 3D version. So there's that. Next up, we have the Blu-ray of Finding Nemo, the collector's edition. This came out, let me see here, December 4th, 2012, following its 3D re-release. This version here, like I said, this only contains the 2 Blu-rays and the DVD. There is a version that came with the, let me see, the 3D Blu-ray and the digital copy. So that's the Ultimate Edition. Yeah, this is, I gotta stop repeating myself, considering this is another great set. The one thing notable here is that well, the original DVD of Finding Nemo contained a visual commentary where, while you're listening to the film with its regular audio commentary, it would cut to scenes of behind-the-scenes featurettes. So what they did with the Blu-ray is that they remade it into a Cine Explorer commentary. So behind-the-scenes stuff will play while the movie is playing, basically a little screen in front of the movie. So I actually don't really mind it. In fact, it's a really nice upgrade. Although I bet not a lot of people will like it. But either way, it's still a wonderful set. Um, anyway, here we have the Blu-ray, the bonus features disc, and the DVD. Unlike the Monsters Inc. set I have, this is an original, like a later DVD. There is a version of the collector's edition that came in a DVD size case, so be very full when you notice it. But yeah, wonderful release. The next 3 here are their original releases, just to let you know. But the next one we have here, the original Blu-ray of Cars, released November 6th, 2007. And, well, I might as well bring this in too. Ratatouille. Believe it or not, both of them released the same day on Blu-ray. These are Pixar's first Blu-ray releases, alongside the Disney Pixar short film collection. But we'll just go one at a time here. So, the DVD of Cars, if you remember, from 2006, was the first time Pixar decided to go and not give it a 2-disc set, and it didn't add much bonus features to begin with. So with the Blu-ray, they added something called Cine Explorer, and I believe this is the first set that came with it. Either way, it makes the set quite fascinating to go through, considering it's one of their first. There is a Blu-ray and DVD pack later, came out in 2011, to coincide with the release of Cars 2. Sadly, I don't own Cars 2. I'm trying to look for its Ultimate Collector's Edition, since that one only contains its bonus disc, whereas the vanilla Blu-ray only comes with a single disc, which sucks. But yeah, here's the disc. As you may tell, this is a very old release, as you may tell. It has an ad here for Monster HDMI. It's it was a different time. This was around the time when HD televisions were still very expensive. We didn't really get into HD television, like high def televisions, until I say about 2010, 2012 ish, I'd say. And sadly, CRTs were out of the dust. Unless you own those HD CRTs. Continuing on Ratatouille, similar to Cars, this had a single disc release. Pretty much every Pixar movie following afterwards had a single disc DVD. Um, this is another wonderful set. I recently picked this up a week ago. Very happy to find it. What's also notable about these sets too is that they port over the DVD bonus features from their DVD sets, Cars and Ratatouille, and alongside that comes with Cine Explorer and the game here, Gusteau's Gourmet. They still look great on here either way. Most notable here, this in the Pixar Short Films Collection and A Bug's Life, the two-disc set from 2003, were the only times that Disney would put their home entertainment brand on the Pixar releases. They did so over in Europe with some UK and Australia releases and a few others outside the world, but here in America, just those three. And here we got the disc. Looks a lot different when compared to the standard Disney disc of the time. I would like to mention too is that I went and replaced the case as it was sadly cracked right straight down the middle. So that's a shame. Of course, it talks about the game and the Cine Explorer. Of course, some upcoming releases. But yeah, Ratatouille and Cars. The oldest, I believe these two are the oldest Blu-rays I have. That and the Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest. I think it was called that. The second Pirates movie. The next set we have Wally, the 3-disc Blu-ray plus Disney File digital copy pack. This was released November 18th, 2008. This was the first time Pixar made their sets 2 discs. Basically, you have the feature film, and then you got a bonus Blu-ray features. Special features Blu-ray disc. Jesus Christ. If you want to see more on the unboxing of this, I uploaded, if you remember, I did an upload on unboxing this and another DVD. I recommend you look at that if you want to see it unboxed brand new. And yeah, and I finally got the chance to watch Wally not long afterwards. It's magnificent. And also what's notable too is that Wally just got re-released onto Blu-ray and for the first time on 4K, as it's the first Disney and Pixar film to be included in the Criterion collection. A series of Blu-ray sets by the legendary Criterion of basically collecting the most important old and contemporary films. And it's one of the few animated films to be released under the Criterion collection. This, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Fantastic Planet. Years ago, when they were dealing with Laserdisc, there was Akira from TMS. The one reason I wanted to get this, not just for the movie, is this documentary, The Pixar Story, by Leslie Iwerks. It's a wonderful documentary, and I highly recommend you watch it, even barring some of the weird parts considering Lasseter. But either way, I love this set. Anyway, here's disc 1, disc 2, and the digital copy disc. I tried to actually get this to work, but no dice. But this is also a very early Blu-ray case where it's really thick. I always love these thicker cases. But yeah, that's the Blu-ray of Wally. Here we have the original Blu-ray of Up, released November 10th, 2009. This is another 2-disc set, but also contains the DVD and digital copy, so it's a 4-disc massive set. Up is a wonderful film. Of course, the first few minutes is depressing, but I will admit, I like that a lot of people just adore the film just because of the first few minutes. I mean, yeah, I agree, but besides that, you got a really fun little movie, even if it is not the best, you know, it's still a wonderful movie nonetheless. And this Blu-ray set, of course, is great. It comes with it's probably one of my personal favorites when it comes to Cine Explorer. Um, One thing I want to add too is that as Cine Explorer is also like an audio commentary, their audio would also be included with many DVDs. The DVD of Up does contain just the audio commentary, no Cine Explorer. Anyway, here is disc 1, disc 2 with the bonus features, the DVD, which is a laser type disc. I think it's called lenticular disc, and the digital copy. Even though this doesn't have artwork, I love the fact that it's gold. It's beautiful. But yeah, of course, we must not forget about the man who voiced Carl, Ed Asner. Of course, may he forever rest in peace. All right, now in the 2010s, first one we have here, Monsters University, the Collector's Edition. This came out on October 29th, 2013. Of course, there was the single disc DVD and the Ultimate Collector's Edition that came with the 3D Blu-ray, so you got your options. I got this on the Disney Movie Insiders, originally called the Disney Movie Rewards. Whole 1,000 points later, and it was worth it. As I said before, Monsters Inc. was re-released alongside this in 2013. Here we got the Blu-ray. Sadly, I have stacked discs. The bonus features. And the DVD. Probably my favorite part of this whole set is the DVD artwork. That's great. I believe that was one of the theatrical posters they put out for it. At least from what I heard. Next one we have the Blu-ray of Inside Out. Released October 13th, 2015. Is the standard Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Of course, there's the 3D Ultimate Collector Edition. That one looks absolutely wonderful with the lenticular slipcover. That one looks splendid. This is one movie I was very happy that came out, considering Pixar was kind of a bit of a slump after Toy Story 3. I mean, we did get Monsters University. That was pretty good, but you know, with Cars 2, Brave, yeah, those, especially Cars 2, didn't really hit with me. Inside Out felt like a movie from their early days, and you know, Pete Docter and Jonas Rivera did a wonderful job. Truly deserved that Oscar. Truly deserved it. Although there was this one stop motion film at that time that I felt like should have won that too, but still, either way, it's still a great film. Anyway, here is the disc. These are probably some of my personal favorite pieces of disc art they've done. It's really colorful. It really shows a lot of bold colors, even with the DVD. If you remember, this DVD I had already, it was the single disc DVD. And once I got on the Blu-ray, it didn't come with it, so I went and just put my DVD copy here. So that way I can have them all together. And the final Pixar Blu-ray I own, Cars 3, released October 24th, 2017. 1 month later, November 7th, it was released on 4K. On this one, I got used, sadly, but thankfully the Blu-rays play perfectly fine. The DVD, sadly, is a bust, but I'm not really planning on using the DVD considering, but I'm shocked of how kind of good this movie is. This and the first Cars, you can pretty much deal with. Skip Cars 2, you can just call that a Mater's Tall Tale spin-off movie. It's really impressive. Hell, when the teaser trailer came out, we see Lightning McQueen in the air in ruins after being had his tire slipped out. Hell, even still watching that scene is nuts. Anyway, here's the DVD. Like I said, I got this used, so yeah, the stickers. Yeah, and the bonus features. And that's pretty much all my Pixar Blu-rays. However, I'm not done yet. Since I'm feeling generous, which is odd, I'm going to be showing off a few other Blu-rays I recently gotten a few days ago. Let's start off with the big one here. I'm very happy to own The Lion King, the Diamond Edition. If you see my recent video on the complete of the home video releases of series, I talked about The Lion King, and as I finally have it here on Blu-ray, I was able to show it off. This came out in October of 2011. This is the DVD sized package that mostly advertises the DVD and the Blu-ray. It's funny considering you saw Disney Blu-ray on the bottom, Disney Blu-ray on the spine. It's odd, but still, it's a really good set. It is not as good as it would be now because back in 2011, Disney was pushing BD Live for many of the bonus features. The classic DVD bonus features was only available to use to see with BD Live. However, as you know, I own the Platinum Edition on DVD, so I still have those bonus features. The two here, Pride of the Lion King and the Lion King Memoir, those are wonderful little documentaries. Anyway, here is the Blu-ray, the DVD. Great artwork overall. Of course, mine came with the Blu-ray guide. Of course, as this was originally going to be fit in a Blu-ray size box, that's why it's so small. But yeah, the Diamond Edition of the Lion King. I recommend you try to get this one. I'm not sure about the Signature Edition, even if there is a 4K version now. But as for Blu-rays, Lion King is definitely one you should own, considering how big it is. Also released around the same time in 2011, Bambi, the Diamond Edition. I believe this came out in the summer of 2011. This is another wonderful set. It ports a lot of the bonus features from the Platinum Edition, but also upgrades one of them. Inside Walt's story meetings. Basically, you would watch the film and you have a bunch of actors act out a bunch of story meetings that Walt Disney had. He would basically go through all the storyboards, and people would pitch in ideas. He was a master storyteller, and it's this enhanced edition allows you to look at a lot more behind the scenes stuff while watching the movie. Even watch a few short films along the way. Like I said, a lot of the bonus features are from the Platinum Edition. That alone is great. Especially the documentary. I think it was 52 minutes. Let me see. Does this say so right here? No, it doesn't. But the documentary in here is very good. Anyway, here's the Blu-ray and the DVD, fully complete, thankfully. Of course, we got the Blu-ray guide. But yeah, this is another movie you should get. I don't recommend you get the Diamond Edition, though. I actually recommend you get the Signature Edition. That one restored the film's RKO logo. Now, originally as Bambi, Walt Disney's films before 1953 were released by RKO, and Bambi was released under, again, RKO. Of course, later on, as Disney would have their own distribution studio, Buena Vista, it would be released under here. But now, thanks to the Signature Edition, they restored the RKO logo. That contained an Oswald short that was recently found, which is nice. And the last short, and my Blu-rays fell. Great. Okay, nothing broke, thankfully. And the final Blu-ray I recently gotten, The Princess and the Frog, Disney's return to hand-drawn animation, released in, I believe, February of 2010 or March. This was one movie I've been wanting to watch for quite a while. It was Disney's first hand-drawn animated film at the time since Home on the Range, and that was like 5 years prior, and it was successful. I mean, sure, it didn't make much money as they hoped. I mean, considering it came out around the same time as Avatar, but it still did very well. Like I said, on home video especially. Finally got a chance to watch it recently, and it is wonderful. It's definitely not the greatest in terms of their of Ron Clements and John Musker's resume. As some of the music isn't not quite as good. I mean, they're bangers, but not as much of a bangers. It's Randy Newman's. I don't know, but still, this is a wonderful movie and a great return to hand drawn for Disney. But after Winnie the Pooh came out, thinking it would compete with Harry Potter, there's no more. I mean, Disney now is kind of going back to hand drawn because Mark Hen, Eric Goldberg, and I believe Andrew Stasia is still working at Disney. They did a Mickey short for that one Mickey documentary on Disney Plus. This is a Blu-ray and DVD combo pack. Originally, it came out not not, not only with this, but there was a single disc Blu-ray set. I believe there is a 4K version out. I'm probably wrong though. Comment down below. So that's pretty much it for the collection. I'm very happy to finally own some of these new ones, and I hope you guys enjoyed the other ones I showed off. I hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media on my channel on the About page if you're interested. Until then, fellas, hope you guys have a happy holiday.